สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Good morning to every Kalayana who is the DMC span. I am Sananpon Rotjan.
สวัสดีครับแอมนฤพลจันทรากุลศิริ
Welcome to Meditation for Peace, the satellite TV program that serves as a choice of clean media for clean minds and clean actions the world needs. Today is Sunday, July 24th, 2011.
Yes. And it has already been 1 week since the commencement of the Buddhist Lent, which is the time Buddhists seriously cultivate good deeds according to the way the Buddha taught.
In our Dhammakaya community, with the encouragement of the Most Venerable Paraj Pavanavisuddh Lungpa Dhammachayo, the people are enthusiastic to make the resolution to follow the Buddhist teachings in practicing generosity, moral discipline, and meditation to the fullest. Either they make a vow to strictly observe the 5 and also the 8 precepts on the Buddha's holy day, or to give alms to support the trained monks for the whole period of this rain retreat.
Yes. This inspires us to choose the right way to give alms. As the topic of our conversation today, we hope it will be of interest to you.
Right, and as a practical step capable of immediate and fruitful use by people in all walks of life, the Buddha gave discourses on charity, explaining its virtues and on the right way and the right attitude of mind with which an offering is to be made for spiritual benefit. But before going into details, let's adjust our minds to be at ease and suitable for learning by joining the middle way meditation together with the Most Venerable Lungpa Dhammachayo right after this.
ต่อจากนี้ไปตั้งใจให้แน่แน่วมุ่งตรงถนทางพระนิพพานกันทุกคนนะลูกนะให้นั่งขัดสมาธิโดยเอาขาขวาทับขาซ้ายมือขวาทับมือซ้ายให้นิ้วชี้ของมือข้างขวาจรดนิ้วหัวแม่มือข้างซ้ายวางไว้บนหน้าตักพอสบายหลับตาของเราเบาๆค่อนลูกพอสบายคล้ายๆกับตอนที่เราใกล้จะหลับอย่าไปบีบเปลือกตาอย่ากดลูกในตานะจ๊ะแล้วก็ทำใจของเราให้เบิกบานให้แจ่มชื่นให้สะอาดบริสุทธิ์ผ่องใสไร้กังวลในทุกสิ่งไม่ว่าจะเป็นเรื่องอะไรก็ตามให้ปลดให้ปล่อยให้วางทำใจให้ว่างแต่บางท่านยังทำไม่ได้ก็ได้เริ่มวางใจณจุดที่เรามีความรู้สึกว่าสบายไปก่อนซึ่งจะเป็นตรงไหนก็ได้โดยไม่คำนึงถึงฐานที่ 7แล้วก็เริ่มรู้สึกว่ามันสบายเริ่มรู้สึกว่ามันง่ายความสุขที่ได้จากสมาธิเราก็ค่อยๆได้สัมผัสคือเริ่มรู้สึกว่าตัวที่ทึบๆหนาๆเนี่ยมันเริ่มโปร่งเริ่มโล่งเริ่มว่างๆเริ่มเคว้งคว้างแหละเหมือนอยู่กลางอวกาศบางท่านตัวหายไปเลยเหมือนไม่มีตัวมีแต่ความรู้สึกของใจบางคนก็ไม่รู้ว่าจะทำอย่างไรเมื่อเจอภาวะโล่งๆ ว่างๆตัวหายไปสิ่งที่ควรจะต้องทำคือใจสบายอยู่ตรงไหนก็เอาตรงนั้นแหละไปก่อนแล้วพอมันถูกส่วนสมบูรณ์ 100% แล้วเนี่ยเราค่อยนึกน้อมกลับเข้ามาหรือจะมีเครื่องหมายที่ใสๆและขนาดปลายเข็มก็มีขนาดดวงดาวในอากาศก็มีจะปรากฏเกิดขึ้นตรงที่ใจเราหยุดนิ่งเราก็จับภาพนั้นคือดูไปเฉยๆดูเผินๆอย่าถึงกับจ้องนะจ๊ะคือจะว่าดูก็ไม่เชิงจะว่าไม่ดูก็ไม่ใช่มันอยู่ระหว่างกลางๆถ้าหากเราดูเป็นคืออยู่ระหว่างกลางจริงๆจุดใสๆนั้นมันจะนิ่งแต่ถ้าเราตั้งใจมากเกินไปมันจะหายแต่ถ้าเผลอก็หายอีกเหมือนกันจ้องก็ไม่ได้จ้องก็หายเผลอก็หายไอ้ตรงความพอดีตรงนี้แหละเราต้องทำให้ได้ด้วยวิธีคือนิ่งเฉยๆไม่ต้องทำอะไรไม่ต้องตั้งคำถามในใจไม่มีข้อสงสัยใดๆทั้งสิ้นเหมือนตัวเราเป็นหุ่นยนต์ที่ไม่มีมันสมองนะคิดไม่เป็นหรือไม่มีความคิดไม่เป็นหรือไม่มีความคิดต้องทำอย่างนี้นะลูกนะคิดไม่เป็นเนี่ยใช้ได้ตลอดเลยเพราะว่าการศึกษาความรู้ภายในนั้นน่ะมันเลยขั้นระบบของความคิดมันไม่ต้องใช้ความคิดเลยมันเป็นความรู้ที่เกิดจากความไม่คิดคือจิตมันหยุดนิ่งบริสุทธิ์แล้วก็สว่างแล้วก็เห็นแล้วก็รู้มันอย่างนี้นะจ๊ะมันแตกต่างจากที่เราเคยเรียนรู้มาต้องฟังต้องอ่านต้องคิดต้องเขียนแต่นี่มันไม่ใช่มันเป็นความรู้ที่เกิดจากหยุดกันนิ่งที่คิดไม่เป็นไม่มีความคิดเลยใจมันจะปลอดความคิดจิตมันจะหยุดนิ่งความรู้อย่างนี้เขาเรียกว่าภาวนามยปัญญาความรู้ที่เกิดจากหยุดกันนิ่งแล้วก็สว่างเห็นแล้วก็รู้นี่เราต้องเข้าใจกระบวนการตรงนี้ซะก่อนอย่าทิ้งคำนี้นะถ้านิ่งอย่างลำบากรู้สึกอึดอัดคับแคบไม่มีความสุขมันไม่สบายเลยทั้งร่างกายและจิตใจไม่ใช่แล้วอย่าดันทุลังดำต่อให้ค่อยๆผ่อนมากคลี่คลายระบบประสาทกล้ามเนื้อค่อยๆคลายพอเรานึกคลายจิตมันก็จะคลายตัวพอคลายตัวก็สู่ภาวะโล่งๆว่างๆนิ่งใหม่ก็ต้องฝึกกันอย่างนี้แหละฝึกให้ได้แล้วเดี๋ยวเราก็เห็นดวงใสๆมันจะสว่างนั่งแล้วหลับตาแล้วมันไม่มืดเห็นดวงใสๆแล้วก็ดูไปเรื่อยๆนิ่งถูกส่วนมันจะขยายแล้วก็เราก็จะถูกดึงดูดเข้าไปข้างในทั้งดึงทั้งดูดเลย เหมือนมีแม่เหล็กยักษ์อยู่ข้างในนะเป็นแม่เหล็กโลกดูดเข้าไปบางคนก็ตกใจหวาดเสียวเพราะไม่รู้มันอะไรไม่เคยเจอต้องตามใจนะลูกนะอย่าไปฝืนใจอย่าไปฝืนความรู้สึกอย่างนั้นปล่อยไปทำเฉยๆนะปล่อยคือทำเฉยๆไม่ใช่ดันนะจำนะลูกนะต้องจำนะคือทำเฉยๆเนี่ยเฉยอย่างเดียวแล้วมันจะเป็นของมันไปเองเห็นไหมเจ้าว่าการศึกษาความรู้ภายในเนี่ยมันไม่ได้ยากครับถ้าเรารู้จักเข้าใจแล้วก็วางใจเป็นรู้ขั้นตอนของประสบการณ์ภายในเดี๋ยวเราจะทำได้ทำเป็นกันทุกคนนั่นแหละแต่ก่อนอื่นลูกจะต้องมีความเชื่อมั่นในตัวเองว่าคนอย่างเราเนี่ยทำได้ขอให้รู้วิธีการนั้นแหละที่ถูกต้องเดี๋ยวเราจะทำให้มันถูกต้องและเราก็ทำได้ต้องมีความเชื่อมั่นตรงนี้ก่อนนะลูกนะอย่าไปมัวสงสัยลังเลว่าเราจะทำได้ไหมนะคนอย่างเราคนอย่างเรานี่กิเลสหนาปัญญาหยาบเนี่ยผ่านชีวิตมาก็หมองมาซะทั้งเยอะจะทำได้ไหมนะเลิกคิดนะลูกนะความคิดชนิดนี้อย่าให้มีในลูกพระราชอย่าให้มีในนักเรียนอนุบาลฝันในฝันวิทยาถ้าเราไม่มั่นใจในตัวเราแล้วเนี่ยเราจะไปทำอะไรได้หลับตาอ้าปากตักอาหารเรามั่นใจยังตักเข้าปากได้เลยนะหลับตาเนี่ยเอานี้จิ้มรูจมูกเรายังจิ้มได้ยังถูกต้องนะเพราะฉะนั้นเราก็ต้องมั่นใจว่าเราต้องทำได้เพราะเรารู้วิธีการแล้วเนี่ยซึ่งก็บอกไปหมดแล้วไม่ได้มีอะไรปิดบังเลยเนี่ยเราก็ต้องฝึกฝนฝึกไปเรื่อยๆต้องรักอย่างหลงไหลนะฝึกไปนั่งฝึกยืนฝึกเดินฝึกนอนฝึกมีเวลาว่างเป็นฝึกไปเพราะนี่คือวิชาของชีวิตนะลูกนะวิชาที่สำคัญที่สุดของชีวิตเราจะเรียนจบด็อกเตอร์กี่คะแนนก็แล้วแต่มันก็เป็นไปเพื่อให้ได้ปัจจัยสี่มาหรือให้ได้รับความยกย่องนับถือเชื่อถือเป็นเครดิตในทางสังคมเท่านั้นแหละแต่เวลาใกล้จะละโลกนะมันเอามาช่วยชีวิตไม่ได้นะที่จะไปสู่ปรโลกนะลูกนะสิ่งที่เรากำลังเรียนรู้นี่แหละเรื่องหยุดเรื่องนิ่งนี่แหละจะเป็นสิ่งที่สำคัญที่สุดเป็นวิชาของชีวิตที่แท้จริงเพราะฉะนั้นต้องขยันฝึกฝนอยู่ในห้องน้ำก็ฝึกได้จะขับถ่ายก็ฝึกได้ไม่บาปฝึกบนโถนั่นแหละจะล้างหน้าแปรงฟันแล้วก็ฝึกได้จะอาบน้ำอาบท่าก็ฝึกได้ล้างถ้วยล้างจานล้างชามปาดกวาดบ้านฝึกได้ตรงไหนเราก็ฝึกได้นั่งนอนยืนเดินเพราะเรารู้หลักอยู่แล้วเนี่ยสติสบายสม่ำเสมอหยุดเป็นตัวสำเร็จวางเบาๆใจสบายๆเห็นไหมจ๊ะเรารู้หลักวิชากันแล้วไม่ใช่ว่าเราไม่เรียนรู้นะจะนึกเป็นภาพก็ได้ หรือจะไม่นึกเป็นภาพเป็นดวงก็ได้องค์พระก็ได้หลวงปู่คุณยายก็ได้ผลหมากรากไม้เพชรนินจินดาได้ทั้งนั้น
The Sutanta Pitaka is a collection of all the discourses delivered by the Lord Buddha on various occasions in their entirety, with the discourses of the Buddha collected together. The Sutanta Pitaka was delivered to suit different occasions and different audiences with different temperaments.
On the occasion of this Buddhist rain retreat, the time for self-training and cultivation of merit, it is deemed fit to bring out the Buddha's teachings on the right way to give alms so that our audience can obtain the utmost benefit from their intended charity. First of all, we need to know that the motivating force in an act of charity is volition, the will to give.
Right, Shana. Charity is a meritorious action that arises only out of volition. Without the will to give, there is no act of giving. And the Buddha taught that volition in giving alms is of three types.
1. The volition that exists during the period of preparation for making the offering.
It starts with the thought, I shall make an offering.
And 2 is the volition that arises at the moment of making the offering while handing it over to the recipient.
This is the volition during the act.
And 3 is the volition after the act accompanying the joy and rejoicing which arises during repeated recollection of or reflection on the act of giving.
Yes. It is the volition, its strength and purity that determine the nature of the result thereof.
As a good example of volition after the act of accompanying the joy arising during the recollection on the act of giving, today we have Mr. Vikram Banbara Pashpute, an intellect who is one of the main coordinators of the International Vesak Candlelight Festival in homage to the Buddha, come to create and share these types of merit with you in his interview with Junwa Nishagun.
Yes, thank you. As the proper way to accept the virtues and merit from his past efforts and accomplishments, you may say Sadhu, meaning very good indeed.
Swadika, welcome to the interview episode of Meditation for Peace. I'm Jun Wanishikun. Last week we know about the background of the Vesak, International Vesak Candlelight Festival of World Peace in India. And this week, Mr. Vikram Babanrao Pashpute will share with us more about the advice that he has gotten from the President of Dhammakaya Foundation and the Vice President of Dhammakaya Foundation. Sawadika. Last week we talked about your hand-on in the Vesak festival, and you are for your organization Parikrama College and
Factory.
And yes, and a factory, and also with the cooperation with Kapanasaro Foundation and the Dhammakaya Foundation, that organized the International Vesak Candlelight for World Peace in India. And this week we would like to know, because you heard that you've been visiting Dhammakaya Foundation, the Dhammakaya Temple for the 5th time, including this trip, right? And you have visited the abbot and the vice abbot of the foundation. What is the advice you have received from both of them? I think it's very, very important.
The first thing I would like to tell that yesterday I met one of the volunteer of Dhammakai, and she said that you're very lucky. I said, why is it so? She's like, here in Thailand, many people are eager to meet the president, Honorable Abbot. It's very difficult to meet them. And you're a lucky guy who is able to get to meet them twice, and you're going to meet the vice president tomorrow as well. So I think I'm lucky, and I'm very thankful that I was able to meet them. First time when I met, I still remember. It was like he asked me, how old are you? And he was very happy with the age, at this age what I'm doing. That time, my father used to tell me when I was young, I was in school, my father used to tell me a sentence. It was like to make something happen, there should be right people at right time and right place. The sentence I told to Abbot, and he was very happy. At that time, there was no clue that we were planning to have a Vaishak Candlelight Festival. After that, many things come forward. Then we decided to organize the function. But I still remember the sentence that right people at right time and right place can, if they come together, then only an achievement can take place. And this is an achievement. This is only because we are the right people sitting at the right place, that is Dhammakai. It was the right time when the world needs peace. And that's the reason why this function was able to take place. So I still remember then after the function, I was again fortunate that I just contact Dhammakai that I want to meet a president. I wanted to meet him and give the brief about the function, the first candlelight function which we took. I got some photographs with me. I shared the photographs with the president, and he was very happy with the function. And he said that next time the function should be very good and it should be on a larger scale. And we, as promised, we did so. We tried to did so, and the function was good as well this year as well.
And because besides you're very busy, right? You're a businessman to running the sugar factory for your own, and also have to, are you a board, and you are also a board of Parikama College. And what is the advice of the vice abbot that you have met with him today?
It was very nice to meet him, because I don't know with how many people he would have shared this thing. Vice Abbot said that he joined Dhammakai when he was 29 years old. And at that age, he started looking after meditation. He started meditation at the age of 20. And by the age he was 40, he came to 40, he was the masters in meditation. So he's like, I'm pretty young to do so. So if I concentrate on anything, if I concentrate on meditation, if I concentrate on my business, if I concentrate on social work, by the time I'll be of his age, I will also achieve the mastery. And this is the best thing I have ever heard from someone, because he was as good as just guiding me to my future, and to my rather bright future.
And you can feel that.
I can feel so, because they were very inspiring words for me. They are very inspiring words for me, because if someone tells you that if you work hard and you should work for the society, you need inspiration. Like a car needs gasoline, petrol, diesel to work on. A life, motivation. The main thing is motivation, and this motivation comes with inspiration. So unless and until we don't have inspiration in life, we can't run. We can't achieve something. To achieve something, to make an achievement, we need an inspiration. And this is what inspiration I got today.
And you have got both motivation and inspiration. What is your plan in the future for world peace that you are in the organization?
I don't know, but as long as I would like to be a part of this world peace, because see, each and every person, you have to give something to society, because you have got a lot from the society, maybe good or bad, but every day you get something from the society. So it's your responsibility to give back to the society. And whenever it's your chance to give back, you should always give back something which is positive, something which is good. And well, peace is something which is good. Peace is something which is good that I would be happy to give to the society in the return back. I don't care what I get from the society, but I will always think of giving something which is nice to the society. And peace is the thing which I would rather be, I would appreciate to give to the society. I will be happy to give it to the society.
I think it look like you have reached that level of world peace. That's why it's just now that you said you have to find inner peace in yourself. You have to start from yourself first, and then you can share to
My
others.
father used to always say, my father, he's a spiritual son as well. He used to always say that if you have a lot of money, it doesn't matter. But as long as you don't have the sense to spend the money is of no use. If I'm a billionaire and I don't know where to spend my money, the money is of no use. But if I am a millionaire and I know where to spend the money is worth more than $1 billion.
Maybe you want to share, because in your idea, because you are in very good position, right? You're running your Parikama college and you're running your factory, and you're close to that already, right? And how do you like to share that? Because you said just now, you have to know how to spend your money. Right? Maybe you want to share what is your thinking. Okay, maybe you should share what is, because for the generation like you, right, still young and very active, right, and you see, you want to give things to the world, right? You want to create world peace, and what is right in your meaning that to spend, to know how to spend and know how to use it.
I asked my father, like I'm very much like whenever there's an intellectual talk or something, I will always consult my father or mother. So I once asked my father, what is good, what is bad? Some religions, they say this is good. Some religions say this is bad. Some religions say this is bad, whereas on the other hand side, the same thing in other religion is good. Then what is good, what is bad? How can we decide? So my father told me in one sentence that a good thing is what? Because of you, if someone becomes happy, or because of your work, if someone becomes happy or someone is benefited, it's good. And because of your work, or even because of your words, someone is hurt or someone is gaining loss or someone is going to incur loss in future, it's bad. So it's you who is going to decide what's good, what's bad. It's people decide. So you have to decide what is good, what is bad. So giving about the society, it's everyone has a view. Maybe you think giving something to society would be good in your sense. That would be bad in my sense. So it's do whatever you think is good for the society. Do it on your scale. It can be something. For example, if you get out of the house early morning, and if you find an old woman crossing the road, and if you help her out, it's going to be good. That is something which you are giving to the society. Giving to the society doesn't mean that you have to conduct your functions regarding world peace, or you have to conduct, or you have to participate in an organization. No. It can be anything. Anything small. Start from small.
Start from small. And is this the things that you like to teach your student at the college, or to share with your staff at the factory?
Yeah, I do so. Many times I do so. Because it's like, as long as you don't give respect, you don't get respect. If you have a seed of a mango, and if you put it in the ground, you water it, you'll get mangoes. You won't get apples to it. So if you give respect, you'll get respect. And if you say someone bad, you'll get bad words. It's like a boomerang. So you do good, you'll get good.
But besides being helped in to organize a Visa Candlelight Festival for India for the next time, what else you plan to give? You said to give a society, and you learn the inner peace. What else you plan for the people of India?
You know, today's interview was also not planned. It has just happened.
It just happened, yes.
So rather than planning, you should act working. So I don't think so that we haven't planned much about it. We're just working for it.
Okay, what else you see that you want to share with the people of your own people. What else? Because the knowledge you have learned and you have got and when you travel, right?
I'm
and you
still learning.
meet with the abbot.
I'm still in the learning
and
process.
the vice abbot.
I'm still in the learning process. So I don't know what can I share. I just see, to achieve world peace, it's not like you have to conduct big functions, give more donations. You have to start from scratch. You do something small, which is good for others. It is. You're doing something for the society. Do something for the society. Because each and every morning, each and every day, society is giving you something. You're earning money because of society. You're eating food because of the society. Whatever you're doing, it's because of the society, because of the people, because of the surrounding. So if the surrounding, the people, environment, they're giving you so much, it's your responsibility to give them back. This is what I think people should do.
For I have heard very beautiful things from you, right? So inspiration and motivation. But right now, we'd like you to share to your, like the people for your own age group, the new generation. Because new generation will run the world very soon. I'd like to share your message and you think you have seen.
I'm just wondering because I'm not that big to give message to people. I'm
just
also
a feelings of that because you have done
See,
a lot of good things.
If you want me to tell in the short words, it would be live life king size. And if you want me to elaborate it, then it would be, see, I was lucky enough that I was able to meet many people. Like I was able to meet the president, about the vice president. I was fortunate to meet many celebrities in India. I met many leaders in India as well. I was lucky, so I got so. I don't know if everyone is lucky out there to meet so. But each and every person you meet is a celebrity in your life. I just read a chapter when I was young, in which it was written that each and every thing teaches you. It doesn't matter it's a living thing or non-living thing. I just went through the chapter. There was an example written, wherein there was a glass full of water, and on the other hand side, it was a glass which was half empty. And the writer, he wrote, what do you understand from the above picture? Just imagine there's one glass full of water, and imagine there's a other glass which is half filled with water. What does these two things tell you? I was confused. It's like, there's no answer behind this. But there was an answer written below it. It was a glass which is full of water. It was sparkling due to the light which was on top of it. And whereas the glass which had half water in it, the sparkle was less. The reason behind this is, consider the glass is your life and the water is knowledge. If your life has full knowledge, if you have knowledge in your life, it will sparkle. But if the glass is your life and it is half empty or half full with knowledge, it won't sparkle much compared to the full glass because your knowledge is less. So unless and until you don't have knowledge in your life, you won't sparkle. So knowledge is must. And at this age, I got an opportunity. You'll also get an opportunity. As long as you should learn from the things. So each and every non-living thing teaches you a lot. So you try to learn from them. Make everyone your teacher. Make each and every non-living thing, each and every living person your teacher, and you 100% you'll get to learn a lesson. Every day it's going to be a new school day. It doesn't matter you finish your school, you finish your college, or maybe you're returning back home from your work. It would be a day of a school. So live life a king size.
Well, thank you very much. I think I have. Now I fill up my glass with water today. Right, to hear very beautiful things from you. Well, thank you very much. I think if this world full of the people like you, the world soon we will reach the world of world peace.
Thank you.
Well,
It was very nice to be here. And rather than people being like me, they would be better than me, and the world would be a nice place to live for us and for our future generation as well.
yeah, and we'll hear more about what is happening in India from the group?
They're doing well. Yes. Looking forward how it will come in future. It's because now everyone is back to their own routine life, own routine work. This event wouldn't have been possible because I am the person who is standing on the stage. You can listen to me because I'm in front of you. But there are many people, because whom I'm here, who are backstage. You can't see them, you can't listen to them. But I'm here only because of them. So only the actors are in the picture. But the subordinates, like the cameraman, he's shooting us. We can't see him. But our voice is reaching to the audience only because of the cameraman. So the people who are behind the stage, they are responsible for this event. And we should thank them for making this event possible. Without the team, it wouldn't have been a possible event. Because we can't think of doing such a big event without the team. For example, we eat the food every day. But there are many people behind the food. There's a person who's a co-chef who is helping the chef to chop the vegetables. There's a chef who makes nice vegetables for us. There's a person who is serving us, and we are the person who are eating it. So behind this food, there are many people, but you don't know who they are. They make our food delicious. They make our meal delicious. So we should thank everyone behind the scene, or behind backstage, because of whom we are here. So thanks to everyone.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who are in our life.
Even the audience who are sitting here, because of whom, even the audience who are sitting here, because of whom we are on the
Without
stage.
the audience, we don't have the program.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be you interviewing me. So we should thank them as well.
Yeah, I think if this were full of thank you, people could consider what that they have got, they have received every minute, every day in their life, and they have thankful for that. I think the world will be reaching world peace, like you are creating. Well, thank you very much for your presence, and hope to hear more about interesting activities in India, and hope to have you again in this program.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you very much.
From the right way to give alms, every time we recall our past good deeds, the merit arises. Is this an easy way to cultivate merit, Chana?
Yes, it is. But to be sure of the fullest benefit, I think we should learn also the incorrect attitude of mind with which no act of charity should be performed. Pina, I think you remember what the Buddha said on this.
Yes, of course. The discourse says that a donor should avoid looking down on others who cannot make a similar offering or celebrating his own charity. Polluted by such unworthy thoughts, his volition is only of an inferior grade.
Yes, and it also says when an act of charity is motivated by expectations of beneficial results of immediate prosperity and happiness or rebirth in higher existences, the accompanying volition is classified as mediocre. It is only when the good deed of almsgiving is performed out of a spirit of renunciation motivated by the thoughts of pure selflessness, aspiring only for the attainment of Nibbana, where all sufferings end, that the volition underlying this act is regarded as of a superior grade.
Yes. Now, I think our audience can understand why Luang Por always tells us to recite this Pali verse before offering alms, because the verse Sutinang Vatametanang Asavakayavahang Hotu means, may the fruit of my charity lead me to the eradication of impurity.
We hope this information helps you gain the most merit from your practice of generosity during this rain retreat. And we now would like to turn your attention to the Dhamma discourse given by Venerable Dr. Pavitai on the story of King Bimbisara and his queen. This was extorted from Dhammapada Pali.
Jaren Porn, all member of Meditation for Peace program of the MC channel. Today I would like to talk an interesting history that the Lord Buddha mentioned. It's about death of the famous lady. Her name is Samavadi, and her servant or assistant. Altogether, they were 500. They will die with some special cause. And then with another lady who called Makantiya, the same, herself and her relative. Altogether, there were 500 persons. And then there's a Pali word that the Lord Buddha taught us. He said that appamato amatang patang. So we should be careful and to careful for our life, not do the bad deed and do just the good deed. So that the story starts with the story of the two kings. There's a king of city called Alakappa and Vetatipaka. And these two cities, they were two princes. And then these two princes, they study together. They become friends, very close friends. And after they finish their study, both return back to their cities and become the king. And when they work as king, they can see that a lot of people be born, and then a lot of people also die during that time. That's then when they rule the throne. And then one day they become serious to that this happening, and they said that it's maybe not be interesting to stay the life as king. Maybe it can be better. They choose to try another way. It's a monastic life. Maybe spirituality can be another interesting way for them. So both of them decide to abandon the throne and left the throne to their family. So both of them left to a mountain, and then they talk to each other. If we still stay together, maybe it's not help us to train our mind, because if we become friends and talk too much, it's not so good to practice seriously for both the mind training. And then they do some agreement between them that each one select one mountain, and every full moon day, both of them will make a fire, and then they will see to each other that the other one still be alive. So then they do like this, and then they still feel that the friends exist, the friends still there. And one day the Vetatipaka passed away, and then another king who called Alakappa, he looked to another mountain, no more fire, so he think that maybe his friend passed away already. And Vetatipaka, after he passed away, he become an angel. He was born in the better, it's a good place, it's an angel, and then he can see his friend who called Alakappa, and then he think that maybe he can come to say something to his friend, and then he come back and by magic of angel make himself as a man walk and come to talk with his friend and ask his friend what he's doing there. Alakappa said that now he's practiced himself, and then the man asks again, and you do are you stay there alone? No, I have a friend. My friend is another side, is in another mountain. But I think that now he passed away already, because normally both of us we will make a fire every full moon day. And then the man said that, okay, the one who talk about is me. Oh, it's right, it's you. And then the friend who come back asked him if I can help you anything, because now I become angel. I can know some special spiritual power to help you. And then Alapaka, he said that when he practiced, sometimes he has some disturbance from elephant because it's in a forest. There are a lot of animals. So some elephant come to his the area of his press, and then they defecate, and then they annoy, do not kind of disturb, and then the angel friend give him, okay, then I can help you. I give you a harp, like a magic harp with the 3 string, and the first one when you make the sound of this string, and then the elephant will leave. And the second one, they leave, and they the elephant will look back once, and then they fade away. And the last one, the last string, when he made a sound, the elephant will come to him. So then the Alapaka, he can use that harp and then help him to have a peaceful life. Okay, at the same time, at another city called Kosampi, there was a king who called Garantapa, and this king, he has a queen, and that time the queen has a baby in her, pregnant, and during that time both of them stay outside the palace and to take relax and with a kind of to take the warmth of the sun. And during that time there was a bird, the bird called Hasadi. It's a big bird or giant bird. And then that time the bird see the queen, because the queen, she cover herself with red cloth. It's a kind of silk or velvet. It looks like meat. And then the bird try to catch the queen. And the king that time, he become frightened and he ran away. And the king, the queen with the cloth. And that time he has a loyal ring with herself with cloth, like a red coat cover. And because she was pregnant, so she cannot move quickly. So then the bird can catch her and fly. And what happened to the queen? And she think, because she's quite smart, and she's saying that if she cry, and then when the bird release herself, she can fall down and she will die with her son, her child in her womb. So then she decided to say nothing and then wait. And the bird fly into the forest, and the bird go to the big tree. And when the bird arrived to the big tree, the bird release the queen. She fall and then softly, and then the bird tried to look around, to look where, look the way to. And then at that time, the queen decided to flap her hand and cry and shout, and then the bird become frightened and fly away. During that time, if you remember about the king Alapaka, at that time he become like a hermit, stay in the forest. And then normally he will come to that tree, because when the bird eat meat, eat animal or something, like the baby bone fall, and he will take that bone to make food, and that he help him to be survive in the forest. And that day when he arrived to the tree, he listened something move on the tree, and he look, and then he know that there's a person there, and he tried to ask, is you are a human? And yes, and the queen say back, and then he tried to ask her, and then the queen asked him first that I don't want to she quite be careful, because in India it exists the caste. And she come from the royal caste, and she don't want to be disturbed by another caste. But she said to him that I don't want to myself to stay with another caste. And the king said, I'm from the king family too. I'm a king called Alapaka. So then she asked him to climb to help, and then not asked him to not touch, and he didn't touch her. And she asked him, may you tell me what kind of like a manner of the king, like show me the manner of the king do, and he said that I did it ready. So everything he did is a kind of the king use, and then she know, and both of them know that then she come down from the tree and go to stay together, and the king take care her very well, and with her child, and during she was on the tree, the child was born, like, and then when she come down, she come down with her son, and then they stay together. And one day the queen think that because they just know, and then maybe one day this king hermit can like abandon her, and she know nothing. She cannot stay alone in the forest, so maybe it can be like a harmful for her to stay like that and with her son. So he decided to to have a relation to the hermit, and then try to do some distraction to the king hermit, and then later they have a relation and they can stay together as a husband and wife and take care the son, and the king take care that son very well. Then one day they stay together for a while until the child become he grow, become a young man, and then that will be another important happening come to their life. So you can follow this story again for next week. So be careful to every moment of your life, because all karma or action important to our life. Any good deed will help us not only this life but always next life until the nirvana. So please keep your way of Buddhist practitioner, give or donate every day, keep well your precepts, and then meditate every day. See you next time.
Welcome back. And for our audiences who are not familiar with the Buddhist literatures, the Dhammapada Pali is a book of Tipitaka recommending a life of peace and non-violence. It advises one to conquer anger with loving kindness, evil with good, miserliness with generosity, and falsehood with truth.
The Dhammapada contains gems of literary excellence filled with appropriate similes and universal truths, and is thus appealing and edifying to readers all over the world.
It serves as a digest of essential principles and features the Buddha Dhamma as well as the wisdom of all ages. It's a recommended reading.
Yes. Now we have come to the end of our show. The last part to be shown is called The Enlightened Living, featuring meritorious acts of the people in our community. We hope you enjoy the show and meet us again next Sunday. Thank you for tuning and have a great week. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Like a bird that flies from its nest, as it soars it feels no regrets, seeks a life that has more worth, search the path till they reach nirvana. Garments they have merely three, day and night feeling joy, sharing peace, with only essential need of life, nourished by food from those who believe. They practice and train through meditation, with Kata Vipassana at all times. Follow principles worth more than their own life, hope to stop rebirth, defeat Mara. a bird that flies from its nest. As it soars, it feels no regret. Seeks a life that has more worth. Search the path till they reach nirvana.
They will journey to benefit the world, overcome all the suffering and sorrow. Like the sun that brightens up the darkest universe, the world will be filled with joy through Dhammaga.
And thus is the life of the monk who devotes their lives to the truth. This they vow to death, to the Lord Buddha. Till the end they'll fight for peace to defeat Mara. Like a bird that flies from its nest, as it soars, it feels no regret. Seeks a life that has more worth. Search the path till they reach nirvana. Like a bird that flies from its nest, as it soars, it feels no regret. Seeks a life that has more worth. Search the path till they reach nirvana. Like a bird that flies from its nest, as it soars, it feels no regret. Seeks a life